Well, now we focus on Kenya versus Uganda in rugby union, where the influence of fans can never be underestimated in any sport in the globe. Fans travel across borders to support their favorite teams, and they can play a key role in providing a conducive atmosphere for their teams to succeed. Over the weekend, Ugandan fans traveled across the border to Kisumu to throw their support behind the Uganda Cranes, who are facing off against the Simbas. Although they lost, their presence, of course, was felt in the stadium, and it definitely left a mark. Elijah Uko interacted with them and filed this report.
After Liam Walker's last-minute penalty kick that sealed the Victoria Cup title for Uganda against the Simbas at the King's Park Arena in Kampala more than a week ago, their vocal fans were confident of a repeat show in front of a partisan crowd at the Kisumu grounds. Clad in their national colors, they painted Kisumu black and yellow. Led by their charismatic leader Edward Chiwanuka, the team drove to Kisumu in a bus, and despite Kampala being only 307 kilometers away from Kisumu, it took them more than 16 hours to get to their destination.
We left midday yesterday. We arrived here at around 4 in the morning. That's because, you know, we Ugandans, we love partying. A lot of stopovers, having fun, enjoying everything. The
fans arrived at the Jomo Kenyatta International Stadium in Kisumu in pomp and color and were prepared to rally behind the Cranes. They cheered and danced before kickoff.
They wait for the commander. When I say stop, they stop. And I'm teaching like 3-4 guys to do the same. So when I'm not around, it is easy. Someone else steps into my shoes and he or she will do the same. So it's a culture now. I told you, it's a lifestyle now in Uganda, being a rugby fan. Hey, they even say, let me say this in Uganda, Emliba rugby, muko wa rugby. It's a lifestyle.
Interestingly, Eddie has a unique connection with Kenya. He was born in Nyeri in the 80s after his parents fled the war in Uganda to settle in Kenya. He returned to Uganda and spent his childhood and adult life there. Eddie, who is a trained mechanic, after studying mechanical engineering, became interested in the game when he went to watch a match in Kampala. He became an ardent fan of the Cranes in 2008 and became the team's unofficial top supporter, marshalling other fans to encourage the national team from the stands. This passion has also paid off in unique ways, with Eddie receiving endorsements from corporate organizations.
I've got so many endorsements, and I work for big tier one companies. I go for the biggest telecom company in Uganda. I go for the biggest bank in Uganda. I go to the biggest mattress seller in Uganda because of rugby.
Eddie is not the only one with a Kenyan connection. Kasim Mchaze has been a fan of Ugandan sports since 2015 and supports all the national teams. He paints himself in the Ugandan colors each time the national team is playing. In 2017, during the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup, Kasim crossed paths with Kenya's Isaac Juma, who was also a prevalent feature on the touchline, supporting Harambee Stars.
We used to chat on Facebook. Then in 2017, I met him in Kakamega. We chatted a lot, and he helped me to move from Uganda to connecting me to other guys of him in Kisumu, then in Machakos. But suddenly, he was short when I was just planning to visit him.
Plenty of planning is taken into consideration before the team travels to any other country in order to ensure a safe and memorable trip.
Everyone knows that you must have a passport, a national ID, a yellow fever card, and then we have lots of things we put on the bus. We put there water, juice, and chini naweka whiskey kidogo.
Whether it's in rugby, football, or any other sport, the passion from these Ugandan fans is unwavering, no matter the circumstance. Win, lose, or draw, Uganda comes first. Elijah Uko, NTV Sports, Kisumu.